Hi, welcome to today's 30-minute upper strength dumbbell workout. You need a set of dumbbells, kettlebell or something with weight and resistance in it for this workout. It doesn't matter what the weight is, just whatever you're happy with. And you don't need to have different weights, it would help, but one weight is fine. You're going to be working for 40 seconds on and then 20 seconds of rest between different exercises. We'll be performing supersets. You'll take the first two exercises and perform each one 3 times alternately, and then you'll have a longer 1 minute rest at the end of those 6 different repetitions. And then we'll go on and do the next 2 exercises and so on, and we'll have a cool down stretch at the end. So we're going to begin by going into a short warm up to get ourselves ready for the workout ahead. Let's go. Okay, march it on the spot, and then we're going to bring in the shoulders. So roll them back. 2 more big ones. Take them forward. 2 more to the front. Then we're going to squat and tap. Let's do that now. Squat and tap, roll the shoulder. Together. Do that again. Roll it. And together. Couple more times. Bigger circles. Together. So we're bringing the whole arm in. One more time. Together. Now we'll take that the opposite direction. Forward. Together. It's like a front crawl. And then a butterfly. Together. So march it out. We're going to go to the side in a step touch and take the arms into frontal raises and lateral raises. Front, side. So warming up the shoulders, the back, the muscles in the arms. Now take it into a hamstring curl and a pull with the arms. Nice big pulls. Nice and strong. Come to the end of your mat. So come to the end, roll down and walk out and hold. Walk it back and hold it there. Let's get ready to go back out again and walk out into an inchworm. You can do this from the knees if you need to, and walk back halfway. Keep doing that. Now this time, come down onto the knees, or you can stay on the toes. The hands are narrow and we're going to take it into a press up. So lower and raise. So warming up your triceps. 4 more. And another 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the arms wide. Now you can do these from the toes or from the knees. I'm doing it from the knees at the moment. It's just a warm up. Now lower the chest, lower, and push away. A few more. Now you could do this from the box position. So in the box position you're bringing the knees in closer, like so. 2 more, 2 more, and last one. Okay, so that's us warmed up now. So we're going to get ready to go into the main workout, and we're going to be beginning with lateral raises and frontal raises in just a moment. So take whatever weights are suitable for you. First exercises are going to be frontal raise, and then we'll be alternating that with lateral raise. So go and grab your weights, and I'll see you back here. Right, pick up your weights and we'll get started. We're going to go into lateral raise in 3, 2, 1. Lateral raises only on their own. Exhale as you raise your weights. Don't need to take the weights any higher than level with your shoulders. Go at your own pace. There's no need to go to the beat of the music or anything like that. It's just to your own time. A few more. And rest. Quickly rest your arms for 20 seconds and then we'll take it into frontal raises. So give the shoulders a quick shake out, a quick breather, and then grab your weights, roll the shoulders back and down, your chest is lifted, and let's raise, frontal raise. I'll show you that from a slight angle so that you can see that the weights should be just in line with your chest, or you're no higher than the shoulders, like so. Okay, so engage your core as you do this. Your chest is proud, your shoulders are not hunched, they're back and down, and we're exhaling as we raise and rest. Another quick rest. So first round of our 3 rounds of these. So that's 1 of each completed, 2 more of each to do. Back to lateral raise. So I'm using 5 kilos for these, just as a matter of interest. Let's go. So I'm using 5 kilos, but use whatever you're comfortable with. A weight that's going to challenge you, and a weight that is going to help you to build strength without being too much, so that you can perform the exercise with good form, which is important. And rather than using momentum, use the strength in your shoulders and back to lift your weights. And rest. So back to frontal after this. So I'm using 5s today. I do have 3s on hand, and I also have 10s which can be adjusted for the purpose of this workout. Because it's quite short intervals, I'm not going to be adjusting them at all. Let's go, frontal raise. Show you from this side this time. Now keep your chin parallel with the floor, so avoid looking down the way and avoid straining your neck. Just keeping the chin parallel with the floor helps keep good posture. And rest. 2 of 3 already done, and then we're on to our final round of both. Get the arms quick shake out. So pick up your weights and let's get ready to go for one last. So feet should be about hip distance apart in this. Feeling it now in round 3. On now. 3, 2, and rest. Back to the final round of frontal raise. Working our delts here, also incorporating the muscles in your scapula here. So get ready for frontal raise. Let's go. Try not to pause for too long at the bottom. Keep the spine in neutral. Slight bend in the elbows and engage your core. And rest. So you get a longer 1 minute rest period now. Grab a quick drink. So, next two exercises, tricep overhead extension and shoulder press. Tricep overhead extension, I'll show you with my 5. Take one foot out to the front and just to balance, take the weight overhead, lower it behind the head, keep the elbows and forearms close to the head. Exhale as you raise. Shoulder press with both weights again. You can split your stance for balance. The weights are starting at the side of your head and you're going to exhale as you press, inhale as you lower. So I'm going to use my 10s for my overhead extensions and my 5s for my shoulder press. So I'm going to get my 10 over here. You can use whatever weight you're comfortable with, depending on your experience with using weights. So go low to begin with and you can always work your way up. Let's go. So now I have my hands slightly overlapping. So again, go at your own pace. There's no need to do anything to the beat of the music in this workout. It's just there as background music. And by splitting your stance, it just helps to balance the weight and help to keep the spine in neutral. And rest. And then shoulder press. Take both your weights. Stick with the 5s for this. And just going to actually give my arms a little bit of a rest in between. Get the weights now and let's go. So again, I'm going to go into a split stance for this, taking the other foot forward. Exhaling as I raise. And taking the weights down to about your chin. Try to make it one smooth, continuous movement. We will add in maybe some variation just in case you don't want to increase weight. And rest. So I'm going to show you how you can vary the intensity without actually going up in weight for both these exercises actually. Because I'm going to stick with 10s for the next round and probably 5s, but there are ways that we can actually make it more intense. Grab your weight for tricep overhead extension without necessarily always increasing the load. So I'll show you that from side on. So I'm beginning to really feel this now. And rest. So back to the weight you're using, or if you want to go up a weight, go up in weight for this, or go up in your last round, whatever is good for you. But it does no harm to stay with the same weight. What we can do, as I've said, is we can vary the intensity in other ways. So let's work. So you'll be feeling that now in your triceps also, because you've just burnt out your triceps. So you will feel that. I can certainly feel that. Whew. It is burning. A few more. Squeeze another one in and rest. Now, if you're using the same weight for tricep overhead extension and you're sticking, but you want to sort of make it more difficult, you could go down quickly and come up slowly instead to add a little bit of intensity. Oh, let's go. So I'm sticking with the 10. Again, for this, I am really beginning to feel it, which is no bad thing. And as I said, you can go down quickly and then come up slowly. Do what's right for you. A few more. It's getting to be quite nippy now on those triceps. And last one.
Rest.
And we go into the last round of shoulder press, and then we move on into the 2 new exercises where we get a nice break first. So that, shoulder press. Weights come up, let's go. We're nearly halfway there. Almost done. And rest. So, quick drink again. And we're going into back row and bicep curl. So for back row, I'll show you with my 5s. We're going to stand hinging at the hips. You're going to hinge, take the weights down either side in a narrow stance, and draw your elbows, brushing them against the rib cage, like so. And for bicep curl, the weights are starting off with palms facing inwards, then you're going to rotate the weights and bring them completely up towards your chest and shoulders and squeeze and then lower. Okay, so that's our 2. So I'm going to use my 10s for my back. Please use whatever. Let's go. So hinging over and pulling. Now you could do one arm at a time for these, and then for the last round you could do half on one arm and half on the other, or 2 arms together as I'm doing. So, although we're leaning over, keep your head up, keep your chest up. And rest. Now, for that, if you prefer, you can take one weight and take it here instead. So, let's get the weights now for bicep curl. And let's go. So if you don't want to do 2 arms together for back row, so you could be using 2 lighter weights, then use one. You can support your body with a chair, or support your body with something that's close by that you can use to rest your arm on, or your hand on. And rest.
Rest.
Right. So again, just show you, if you want to do this with one arm, take the other leg out, the opposite leg out, and then you could do both arms for their final round. I'm going to go again with both. And let's go. So, hinging and roll. Turn around, show you from the front again.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
Squeeze the shoulder blades as you roll.
Come on, yeah.
And bring your elbows up and beyond the ribs.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
One more. And rest.
Come on, yeah.
Give them a quick shake out. And we'll go back into bicep curls.
Everybody, come on.
Now, just like we did in triceps in the last round, we can vary things a little with the bicep curls in terms of speed, pace and so on. Let's curl.
Everybody,
So,
come on, yeah.
now focus on the downward movement of the curl also. Focus on doing that in a slow and controlled way.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
Now if you prefer to keep the arms here, keep the arms here. By keeping the arms here, you're continuously engaging your biceps and you have a continuous contraction in the biceps. And rest.
Rest.
Whereas when we bring them back down and rotate them, you're taking out that continuous tension. So whichever you prefer, go with that. So back row coming up. Get your weights and let's go. So hinging down to begin with. Few more. Hang in there.
Everybody, come on, yeah.
And rest.
Rest.
So I'll move those turns out of the way just now as I don't need them for the rest of this. And get my weights for biceps. So as I say, we can add intensity in the following ways. So when you lower and take the weights right down to the thighs, instead of taking the hands back to the starting position again, where we have that rotating motion, you can keep them at the thighs. You can go quick, then down slow. So fast and slow. Fast and fast. Whatever you prefer, or if you want to just do continuous movements. And rest. So 1 minute rest on the clock. We're going on to the mat for the next two. I'm going to get a quick drink. We're going into our last two, chest fly and chest press. Chest press first, then chest fly. Now once you've grabbed your quick drink, let's come down onto the mat for chest press, chest fly. I'll show you with my fives. So lie down on the back for chest press, feet are on the mat, the weights come above the chest and you lower your elbows in line with your shoulders and then squeeze and press away. For chest fly, the palms are facing inwards towards each other. Lower your elbows towards the mat or the floor and then bring the mat together as if you're having a big hug and squeeze. So I'll use 10s for my press and 5s for my flies, and I'll not go above 5s for the flies because I prefer to stay with a light to 2 moderate weight for those. So get ready, let's go. So elbows come out wide for the press. Inhale, exhale. squeeze. So engage your core. That's going to help to support your back. Just make sure the weights are over the chest rather than the head or face area. And rest. So switch up those weights if you are, or if you're just using the same one, then keep hold of those. I'll take these and let's get ready to go in chest fly. Take the weights in a narrow stance, palms facing each other. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you squeeze them back together again. Feel the squeeze in your chest. Now if you have a bench at home, then obviously you could perform these on a bench. I like to perform them on the mat actually, because I think it's good for supporting the muscles in the shoulder and the joints in the shoulder. And rest. So I'm going to switch them out for the 10s again in the press. So I'm just going to give my chest a little rotation to take some of the tension out before going into the second round. And let's get ready to go. Let's go.
Work.
So I hope you have really enjoyed doing this workout, this total upper body 30-minute workout. So check out the other videos on the channel. If you've not already subscribed, then consider subscribing, and that way you'll get notified, especially if you press the bell, of any other workouts. And give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And rest.
Rest.
Way back to fly. So I had to rescue my laptop just a little minute ago before we started this. If you're wondering why it jumped, I was not out having a rest. It was in fact the laptop was just about to die on me. And that would not be good. So for this one, keep a curve in the arms. Nice and slow and controlled. Again, there are ways that we can switch this up in the last round, but you have options. If you're not changing your weight, then options to increase intensity and rest in other ways.
Rest.
Okay, so I'm just giving it another stretch out. Take your weights and let's go.
Work.
So you could come down slowly and then up quickly. In this one, 3, 2, 1, and then up. So it'll be like 3, 2, 1, and a press. If you want to switch things up a little bit. I'm just sticking with it equal to and 2, and rest. And get your weights for your flies for your very last exercise of the workout before we go into the cool downs. So let's go.
Work.
2 more. And 1 more. And rest. Right.
Session complete.
Weights go down. And rescue my microphone from falling off. Apologies for my heavy breathing there. And I'm going to just get the weights out of the way. So move your weights out of the way. And don't need these anymore. Okay, come down onto the mat into a child's pose. So taking your heels back onto the glutes and stretching the arms out in front. Take one hand and place it on top of the other. So I've got my left on top of my right hand and I'm leaning over towards the left. Feel a really good stretch all the way down the left hand side. And switch. So put your right hand on top of your left, lean towards the right, and you feel a nice stretch all the way down the right side of your body. Coming up onto all fours, you're going to inhale, then exhale. Curve the spine like a cat, curving the pelvis towards your rib cage, and release. And one more time. So you feel a stretch across the back and the shoulders also, and release. So take one hand, look up at the hand, and then thread it underneath the other arm. Place your shoulder and head on the mat, threading the needle. Come back up, take the other hand, and then thread it through between the mat and the other hand. Just close your eyes and relax. You've worked really hard. I know you'll be feeling fatigued in your upper body. So just make sure that you do the rest of this stretch. And then you're going to come round. You can either do this from knees or up on your feet if you prefer. So I'm going to come up, I think, up onto my feet rather than being on my knees, putting strain on those. Take one arm over, stretch out the delts. And don't worry if it's running out of music and running out of... We'll just keep going. Switch. Keep going. And then we'll stretch out the triceps. Like so. And the other tricep. Take one foot forward, the other foot back. Getting a little calf stretch. Roll the shoulders. And open up your chest. And switch. Now take the arms in front this time, look down, try and reach away as far as you can, and you can feel a stretch across the back of your across your back and shoulders. And then open up the arms, open up the chest, point the thumbs down and up. Just stretch out your biceps, taking the fingers and just turning them down towards the mat. Okay, open the legs wide. And inhale and exhale. And that's you finished your upper body strength workout for today. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoy the rest of your day, and I really hope I see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.